Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Los Angeles Lakers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Warriors. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
What up and welcome in. This is the Golden Era and this is Game 2 Warriors-Lakers Western Conference semifinals. You heard in the open, the Lakers took Game 1, 131-108, a huge night, 32-15 from Cameron Mercer, has the Lakers in position to try to go up 2-0 on the road. It's not getting any easier for Golden State, who is still without Deonte Dixon. A sprained MCL has kept him on the sideline, which means the Warriors are ever more hyper-reliant on Javon Roll as he's squared up against Kareem Robinson, the assist leader, and of course, Jonathan Kuminga. They'll need big performances from Jermaine Trimble, Aaron Triano, Keon Granger, Jaheim Briggs if they look to draw even in what is a huge opportunity for the Los Angeles Lakers. With Kareem Robinson, you see it on the scoreboard there, 23 in Game 1 as Javon Roll is going to get our scoring rolling with a triple, big bucket, and just trying to stay in front of Kareem Robinson. Not an easy task. The league leader in assists also can get rolling downhill as a good feed inside. They'll need plenty of that from Jonathan Kuminga if they're going to roll. Here's a steal from Jermaine Trimble, leads to some transition opportunities. Russell Kingston right in the hoop for two more. Lakers have been good this season. Lakers have also been disappointing this season as you get the follow from Cameron Mercer. We saw that earlier. 32 points was his kickoff, a good feed inside to Kuminga. The Lakers, you feel like you've got a star duo at times with D'Angelo Ion and Cameron Mercer at the wings. And then there's times where you feel like you don't have much of a star duo as inside they go here to Trimble as he gets that to fall. He's had a good postseason. That's the big challenge. That's the big question mark. Is this team capable of finding a second star? I'll tell you my hot take, and maybe it's not a hot take, as Trimble draws the foul, goes to the free throw line, can't get that to fall, as the Warriors then turn it over, trying to push in transition. Stolen, big man inside, Aiden Lucas for two. I think that the Lakers are probably better served as Jay Kingston goes up and rattles that one around if they were to have Cameron Mercer at the 5, play D'Angelo Ion at the 2. Why? Because I think this team, as Roman Harper bangs home a 3 to give the Lakers a lead, this is a really deep roster for the Lakers. You've got D'Angelo Ion at the 1. They traded for Ian Bledsoe from the Denver Nuggets during the offseason. You see Bledsoe there at the bottom of the screen now, number 15. Great three-point shooter on cue. I didn't plan it. That's a triple to end the first quarter. Ties things, or gives the Lakers the 23-17 lead through the first frame. Ian Bledsoe, a great shooter. Jay Kingston, they signed in offseason. Roman Harper, former lottery pick, who's been really good for them. There's a lot of options. And in a league in which, we talked about it in the last podcast, as Jalen House step backs and bangs home a 3 to put it back within 1. Not a lot of big teams are playing with superstar centers, and I think you can look at that two ways. One is Branko Todorovic goes to work against Kareem Robinson. One, you can look at that and say, hey, maybe we don't invest in a star at the center position. The other way to look at that is saying, if we can get somebody who's, a step up at the 5, well, along with all these other pieces, as Jay Kingston celebrates that bucket, you can maybe find some really nice opportunities, and I think Cameron Mercer just profiles a little bit better as a 5, considering his shooting ability, or rather lack thereof, along with D'Angelo Ion, as on cue, though, Amir Robinson rises to the paint for 2, and it's a 5-point lead for the Lakers here midway through the second. Good feed inside for Russell Kingston. Kingston has been a big piece of the Warriors' puzzle. He's going to continue to be a big piece as Kevin Watts loses. Jonathan Kuminga and gets 2 to go. 5-point lead right back. Good feed. Javon Roll left open. Can't do that. Triple. Back to a 2-point game. But big series right now for Russell Kingston as Aiden Lucas gets 2 to go. He's kind of an underrated star here as he snatches that out of the air. Underrated star is Russell Kingston. He's not necessarily going to be a 20-point per game center. He's not necessarily going to be a superstar big man, but what he is going to do is just play great defense, run to the rim, and turn shots aside. You get another block out from him. Normally, we don't show too many of the blocks, but Russell Kingston's just been rolling lately. 3-point lead here for the Warriors as we start the third quarter. This would be the challenge, right? We saw it in the Portland game, game 4. 2-1 series lead. The Warriors ended up going up 3-1. Here comes Kuminga. Hello! Jonathan Kuminga dunking it home on Ian Bledsoe and Kareem Robinson. No regard. My goodness, what a slam from Jonathan Kuminga. We needed that slow-mo look, I'll tell you what. Good golly. But really just Kingston's this is a nice piece. We talked about it in the Portland game. Sorry, that's where I was going. This is like dangerous, and right now it's a 12-point lead. I was trying to lead in. I was trying to feed it into us. Hey, watch out for the Warriors as Ian Bledsoe buries a 3 to try to keep things close. That run that we can see the Warriors go on, they did it against Portland in what was a really competitive game until suddenly it wasn't. Same can be said here as the Warriors are up by 11. Steal, transition opportunity here. That's Ian Bledsoe. He's going over to Amir Robertson. Roberson's got 2. Feed here to Kofi Topang, but the 7'8" Aiden Lucas taking care of business. Here's Kuminga going against former teammate Kofi Topang for 2 more on Ian Bledsoe. Yes, sir, we get another look at this. This is what we love about Jonathan Kuminga. Hello, Kofi Topang, I mentioned it. Used to be a Warrior, won a couple championships with Golden State. Good find here, Aiden Lucas. Corner, 3, Nico Weems. We talk about depth as we head to the fourth quarter. The Warriors have it, and they're up 15 as we head to the final frame. What was just a scintillating first half, not so much in the second. Here's a steal from defensive-minded Aiden Lucas. Good find over to Aaron Triano, draws the foul on Roman Harmon, and of course leaves the free throw short. Goes 1 of 1, 16 points. Fourth quarter, of course, we're playing every bucket made or missed. That's a miss. Here comes Triano to the rack, up, in, no good. Good defense there from Ian Bledsoe. Transition opportunity the other way, D'Angelo Ion. We haven't heard much of him in this one, and that is not what you need if you're the Lakers, and kind of what we're talking about at the jump is a three-pointer there for the Warriors, pushes it to 17. Kareem Robinson, as he's trying to get rolling in the fourth, you know what you're going to get from Kareem Robinson. Jay Kingston has been more impactful than D'Angelo Ion. That's a challenge right now if you're the Lakers. Do you really believe you can get through Golden State, Phoenix, Sacramento? I don't know that we can believe in Ion to do that. I think you can trust in almost a great find from Todorovic. You can trust Kareem Robinson. I don't know that you can trust D'Angelo Ion. Foul called there. There's Cameron Mercer. You feel like you could probably trust him as he celebrates to make it a 13-point game. Free throw won't go. Perfectly timed celebration there from Mercer, and it stays at 13. So the Lakers trying to inch their way back into it. They force a Javon roll miss. 5 minutes to go. Ball tipped away. Into the backcourt it goes, but it's going to be stolen. Heads the opposite direction for the Lakers. They're going to settle briefly inside corner. 3, pocket. Good. And it's a 10-point game. Watch out for the Lakers. They outscored the Warriors in the first quarter. They're trying to do the same here in the fourth quarter as Javon roll to the rack, draws the foul. He will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair as he gets those to go to make it now a 12-point game. To the rack goes Kareem Robinson. He gets the foul. He'll go to 1. Robinson is exactly what you would hope for from your star point guard. All-NBA this season as Jalen House gets 2 to go. All-NBA point guard, phenomenal off the dribble. He's given Javon roll fits here in this fourth quarter. You just really can believe in what Kareem Robinson does. It's a matter of, do you have that second star? And the Lakers are in need of a big push here to try to keep this series or this game alive, and they can't get the 3 there. That's not it, but an 11-point game with 3.5 kicks. Jonathan Kuminga, three-pointer to answer, rattles home. He was the league leader in three-point percentage, 47%. The Lakers unable to answer as we hit the 3-minute mark. Little big man, Jonathan Kuminga pick and roll, then the turnover from roll. Finds Robinson in the corner. He gets to the baseline, and his little floater's up and in. He's keeping them in this game. Here comes Kuminga. Gets the up, rising up, and almost puts it down. Another highlight dunk. Instead, it's 2 more free throws for the All-NBA forward. 8 straight All-NBA selections for Jonathan Kuminga. The last 2 have been second teams. The previous 6 were all first-teamers for the 3rd overall pick back in 2021. Just a an incredible career from Jonathan Kuminga as he's now in his early 30s. He's been phenomenal, and he's looked at. Here comes Robinson, little floater, kisses off the rim, won't go. Minute and a half to go, and this feels like it's probably it. Here's Javon Roll, little pull-up jumper, can't get that to fall. Kicks over to Bledsoe, inside to Roberson. Roberson's going to do a nice little job to deflect away Javon Roll. Here's Kuminga, wants a three, can't get the three to go, but with a minute left at a 12-point game, huge statement for the Warriors to draw even. Said it in our preview. I thought this had the opportunity to be a 1-1 game or 1-1 series headed back to Los Angeles, and that's exactly what we're going to get. It's going to be a 10-point lead, or excuse me, a 12-point lead here as they try to cut it to 10. And they're going to find a cutting Roberson, get it inside for two, and that's where we're going to end up. Our final 111-96. Golden State draws even with the Los Angeles Lakers. 27 from Javon Roll, 30 from Jonathan Kuminga. You see it at the bottom there. They outscored the Lakers. The Warriors did 45-21 from three-point, but they outscored them second and third quarter, 62-31, and then were outscored in the first and the fourth by a combined score of 65-49. So if you're the Lakers, you started and you ended well. It's a matter of just playing 4 quarters of basketball. D'Angelo Ion 6 points on 3 of 12 shooting. Cameron Mercer 18. Jay Kingston a real nice and efficient 14. All right, we're going to take a look around the league. We're going to update you on every single first round action through 3 games. So when we come back for the second game of this series, you're going to have an update on where everything's at. Let's start with Chicago and Indiana through 3 games. Chicago, they take game 1, 143-127. A huge night from Javon Stokes as he has just been phenomenal all season long, 54-12. They go up 1-0. They answer again at home in game 2 in overtime, 148-144. Dakota Motley, 24-9 for the Chicago Bulls. Game 3, though, the Pacers come back home, double overtime, 147-141, 37 points from C.J. McCoy to get the Pacers on the board. We'll provide a Game 3 update. You saw Game 1 for the Warriors-Lakers being a 131-108 win for the Lakers. Game 2, of course, 111-96 for the Warriors. Game 3, Jermaine Trimble, a big night. He scores 17 points, 9 assists. We mentioned in that Game 2 broadcast that the Warriors were going to need some big performances from Trimble. They got it. They win that one, 121-103. They take home court advantage right back. Let's head back to the Eastern Conference where Orlando and Chicago. Orlando falls in Game 1, 137-118. Luka Doncic 19-7-9 to give the Bucks the early series edge. Orlando answers, however, in Game 2, 38-10 from Jalen Green in a 130-120 victory to tie things up, headed back to Milwaukee, where Jason Tatum, the veteran 35-year-old, a big night, 22 points, 12 boards, a 118-101 shellacking of the Bucks, and the Magic own a 2-1 series lead as we head into Game 4. Let's head back to the Western Conference, our 2-6 matchup. Game 1, Cade Cunningham gets it done, 113-104, and the Suns go up 1-0 at home, 49-10. Game 2, that man, Anthony Edwards, he had a big night in the opening round as they closed out the Utah Jazz. He goes 28 points in just 22 minutes, and the Suns take the first 2 on the road, 133-105 as they head back to Phoenix. And when they get there, Jacoby Cleaves arrives, 39-10-9 in a big 130-116 Game 3, and the Suns are 1 win away from making their 3rd consecutive Western Conference Finals. They might be facing a Golden State Warriors for the 3rd consecutive season. Will they get Deontay Dixon back in that hypothetical matchup, though the Lakers are not going anywhere? Those are our Western and Eastern Conference semifinals. We will be back with a game broadcast with Warriors-Lakers, another update on where everything stands as we continue to march through the NBA playoffs in the year 2034.